Hey, this is Francesca Rivetti, and today we're going to prep the hair for wig making. And I'm going to be making a wig that I would use in a photo shoot scenario. So as you can see with the lovely Amelia, we've got quite a lot of length and quite amount of density. So we need to wrap the hair and make it as close as we can to her natural head shape before we make the wig. So the tools that we will need here right now will be a wig sock. I'm going to use a brush. I'm also going to use a rubber band. I'll show you in just a minute. I'm going to be using a plastic hat, and I'll explain that also as we get further along. And of course, you'll need some hair as well. So let's get wrapping. All right, so step one, what I like to do is I like to take a circular section at the top, which is the apex of the head, and we isolate that into a ponytail, and I'm going to clip that out the way before we start our wrap. The reason being is because that is the top of the head, also known as the highest point. It also narrows out. So when you're wrapping, it will stop it from what I call like cycloning out into a peak. So stay tuned for the wrap. There is one step I did forget to mention, is that you need a water spray bottle. This will help us to get going as we start wrapping. Just lightly mist the hair going downwards. So I like to take a diagonal section from one side from the eye. I'm using a bristle type brush, but I'm making sure I'm only using the flat part, not going in with my teeth this way, but going in on the flat. This is going to help as we start to over direct the hair, keeping the one hand flat on the head, and don't forget to add water when you need to. Keep that brush flat. Flat, and you're going to keep your body very close. I'm using my body a lot. And then we're going to take the hair over and work around the shape of the head. So if you want to come around this side, let me see, you can start to see how the flatness starts to go over. And then again, don't forget to keep that mist. So you're really using the shape of the head as your mold. Again, make sure you're only using that edge of your brush. Come over the ears. And then you want to go around the top. There we go. Again, this hand always has to stay tight to the model's head. So you carry on and you carry on misting wherever you need it to be misted. Again, using the flat of the brush. I'm going to rotate again this way, and then I'm going to mist on this side. You can now see the hair really forming around the shape of the model's natural shape. Haven't used any product yet, but we will be overlaying with a finishing hairspray. I'm going to start using some of that now. And another tip is to always spray in the direction the hair is laying. So go with the hair. Go with the hair. Keeping that hand always flat on the shape of the head. Okay, so now we have wrapped the hair around, and we're back to our initial section at the top of the apex. What we're going to do in this case is we're going to wrap that hair like into a big pincurl clip, so it will sit flat on top of the model's head. So you want to do it nice and flat, and maybe a couple of bobby pins to secure it in place before we attach the wig cap. So to give you a little bit of history real quick, back in the day, this technique was used quite a lot to smooth out hair before a blow dryer was a thing. And sometimes they would use like a Coke can to wrap that ponytail around to create a little bit more depth, and a bit more bend and height to the top. So this is what the wrap looks like. And you can see now we really have emulated the shape of the head. Now I'm not worried about any markings because we are going to be covering the hair with the wig cap. Add a bit more spray, just to finish that off a little bit more, go in the direction. You can also use the back of the can to get some extra support there. And there is the wrap. So we've added clips just to secure the hair as we're working around. We're using again the back of the comb and just lightly going over. This creates that really nice soft shape of the head.